Look at that tail go, buddy. You're going to have the strongest tail wagging muscles in the whole world. What's under there? Did the snow come back? Did the snow come back, buddy? Hello YouTube, Dave here again. Today I'm going to be giving you my thoughts on the Dragonbane Core Rulebook hardcover. So this is a brand new release from Free League. I actually had this pre-ordered from 401 Games and completely forgot that I actually did pull the trigger on the pre-order. If you hear some rustling and disturbance going on, it's just I got my puppy down here with me after we played outside a little bit, and he's exploring, so he might bump the camera a few times. If he does, I apologize for that. But anyway, we got the hardcover here. We're going to be flipping through, not the entire book, but we will at least sort of go through it a little bit here. I'm also going to be comparing it to the softcover rulebook that came in the Dragonbane Mirth and Mayhem role-playing box set. So we're going to be sort of comparing them a little bit here, not like a super like in-depth, like page for page sort of thing. But it is going to be interesting to see, like I guess, I don't want to say the differences, but we'll see like the two books together here. So the first thing, obviously, we've got the cover art from the actual box set on the front with the dragon and the adventurer there. And then on the back, we actually have the front cover of the softcover rulebook. So both the box art and the cover art for the softcover rulebook do get reused here, but it's fantastic artwork. I have absolutely no qualms with them doing that, especially considering that it's, for the most part, I think it's like one artist doing the majority of the artwork for this entire product line. So no complaints there. It's great art. I have no problem with them reusing it. Then we're taking a look here. So inside, the paper stock is nice and thick. It feels really high quality. It does feel different from the soft cover. So the soft cover is more of a glossy, almost like a thick magazine print, like page paper type. But it does feel really nice quality, but it is a glossier finish to the paper versus the more, I guess, matte finish or feel to the paper in the hardcover. And, okay, this is cool. I like this. All right, I like this a lot. So this page would normally just be like blank, but what I like about this is that it says here, like this is the second printing of the book. The following adjustments have been made. So that's actually really cool because like a lot of RPGs will use errata, and like reprints, like future printings of their books will often incorporate that errata. But I'm really bad at following what the errata actually is. So for me, like I'd have to see the two things side by side to even notice that there's been a change. But this actually gives you everything. So I think that's actually really, really cool. So we'll take a look at some of these here. So it says page 42 clarifies that the action and movement must both be performed on the character's turn. Okay. Page 43 clarifies that a monster that gets a free attack performs a monster attack. Clarifies that involuntary movement never triggers a free attack. Clarifies that sneak attacks cannot be performed during active combat. Oh, okay. Then page 57 clarifies that spell ranks have no mechanical effects. Okay, it's interesting that they put that in there. I mean, I didn't think that it did. It's just usually like higher rank spells will require lower rank spells as prerequisites. Let's see, page 58, willpower can be drawn from the body also with one willpower left, or will point left. Page 62 clarifies that the protector spell can be cast on the mage themselves. Okay. 63 removes the sphere effect from the banish spell. 64, 65, the treat wound, heal wound, and restoration spells can be cast on the mage themselves. Okay. We'll take a look at some of those. The range of the giant's attack number 6 is changed to 2 meters. The goblin scout has no damage bonus and a movement rate of 10. Okay. Because I think they had a D4 before. And then on page 92, the combat behavior of harpies is clarified. So that's actually really neat. And if we get future reprints, so I might have to keep an eye out for like updated printings of this book, because they got a lot of space to work with if they have to make any more changes. But that's actually really, really cool. And then we're going to go through, I actually want to take a look at the table of contents here, because I'm pretty sure that the page numbers are still the same for everything. Because I have all the stuff in the, like the new adventure is included in the back of the book, not the front of the book. So I think all the page numbers are the same. So if we take a look here, like age is listed as being detailed on page 24. Age is on page 24. Rolling the dice is on 31. So if you have either the hardcover or the softcover rulebook, if something in the future gives a page number as a reference, it works for both versions, and I think that that's really great. I guess I misread or misinterpreted when they said that there was a new introductory adventure. For some reason, I had it in my head that it had like that as an opening chapter, but it's actually tacked on to the back, and everything else is the exact same, which again is really, really cool. It makes it really easy to navigate if you have, again, different copies of the book available. Like I said, I'll have the soft cover and the hardcover at my table. But let's take a look at some of the clarifications here. So the first clarification is on page 42. So we're going to go to page 42 here. And it was, what was the clarification? Because I have a really short memory. That the action movement must be performed. Okay. So in actions, an action in combat. Okay, on your turn in the round, you can move and perform one action. You simply explain how you want to move and what action you want to perform. If necessary, you also roll dice to see whether you succeed. You decide whether to move before you act or vice versa. You can even use part of your movement to perform your action and then finish the movement. You must perform your action and move on your turn. You cannot save any for later. Okay. See, waiting on the previous page. All right, so that's the explanation there. So let's go to page 42, and I guess that italicized print is just simply not going to be there. Just give you an idea again of the updated, the way that the update's been incorporated. And we'll take a look at another one here. Yeah, so it's not there. So it says on your turn in the round, you can move and perform one action. You simply explain how you want to move and what action you want to perform. If necessary, you also roll dice to see whether you succeed. You decide whether to move before you act or vice versa. You can even use part of your movement to perform your action and then finish the movement. But the information stops there. So again, it's really cool to see that it draws attention to it. I don't know if they're all going to do that. But it does sort of give like something there to indicate that there is a change. So yeah, we got a little bit more text on that one. Let's take a look at another update here, and we'll see what we got. All right, let's go to page 57 for the spell mechanics, or the spell ranks. So we'll go to page 57 and see what they have to say about that. All right, spells are divided into ranks. These have no mechanical effect, but indicate how complex and powerful the spells are. As a mage, you start the game with only rank 1 spells, but you can learn higher rank spells during the game. So yeah, that's pretty simple and straightforward. So let's see what 57 says here. And I forgot to check to see if that was like italicized print, but we'll do that again in a second, because like I said, I've got a really good memory when it works, which is not often. All right, so here we got... spells are divided into ranks, which indicate how complex and powerful they are. As a mage, you start the game with only rank 1 spells, but you can learn higher ranks during the game. So that's all that you get there. So again, we'll go back to page 57. And we'll take a quick look once again. Okay, so it doesn't italicize anything, or it only italicizes the word rank. But it's italicized, and then you got the new stuff there. So anyway, I think it's fine. Like I like the fact that it does incorporate these changes in there, and I love the fact that it actually gives you an update on everything that has been changed. So let's just go to 64, 65, and that'll be the last one that we kind of look at here, just to see the description of the spell: treat wound, heal wound, and restoration. You heal a living creature 2d8 hit points. And 1 non-permanent severe injury. You can use the spell on yourself for each power level beyond the first. It heals an additional d8, so that's heal wound, treat wound. You heal a living creature. You can use the spell on yourself. And restoration here. You heal a living creature for 2d10, and any one severe injury, you can use the spell on yourself. So yeah, it's just, again, a little bit of clarification that they added on there, which is really, really cool to see. And then we've also got the new adventure at the back here, Castle of the Robber Knight. So we got a few extra pages tacked on for the scenario. I'm not going to go into details on the adventure itself. I might do that in a separate video. But yeah, this is just, again, a really cool thing to have. I'm glad that you have options. Like, for some people, they prefer, like, I love box sets, right? So I was super happy to know that this was going to be a box set when it first came out. And I also really like softcover RPG books, like pocket editions, and I've got some print-on-demand books that I had the option of hardcover or softcover, and I started doing softcover for most of those. So it's kind of cool that you do have the options there. But again, if you just need the rule book, then that's something that you can get now. You don't necessarily need to get the whole box set, which may include a bunch of stuff that you're not interested in. Like, if you're a player, for example, you really don't need the box set, which includes the pre-written campaign that your game master might be running. So it's great that as a player, you have an option to get the rule book without necessarily spoiling an entire campaign. So it's definitely worth checking out. This is a really, really cool system. I've run a couple of games of it so far. I will be doing a video sort of discussing the first session of the actual campaign included in the box set here, because it was a really fun time. I only had a couple of players for it, but it was still a really, really fun time. And I'm looking forward to jumping back into this. Hopefully in a couple more weeks, I'll be running this again. We'll kind of see how that goes. But yeah, I absolutely love the Dragonbane role-playing game. And in the summer, June, I think it's June, I'll have to check again. But there is a small little convention here in the Annapolis Valley. It's called King Con. And it has a little bit of everything. Like, there's board games, there's some RPG tables, there's some wargaming tables, and stuff like that that's going to be set up. And I'm actually going to be running a Dragonbane adventure, a little one-shot that I had created for myself. Although I might consider running the one that's in the hardcover, because I don't think there's going to be a ton to it. But I only have like a 3 to 4 hour window to get the adventure completed. So I might just stick with the one that I got here. But yeah, I'm actually going to be running Dragonbane at this little convention. So hopefully it'll raise some awareness, and people will have a good time. And maybe some folks will decide to go out and pick up either the box set or the core rulebook. But again, fantastic stuff. I'm always finding myself to be really impressed with Free League, with their quality of their production, like the physical qualities of their products, the effort that goes into the artwork, the effort that goes into the presentation and layouts of their books, just the physical quality of the materials that they use to make their books, and just small little things like having errata notes at the very beginning of the book. I think that's really, really awesome. So it's definitely worth checking out if you're interested. There will be a link, hopefully, if I remember, in the description below to Free League's website. It'll be like the Dragonbane page specifically, but they've got all kinds of great stuff there. And I'm actually going to be doing a Free League collection video for all the Free League stuff that I have in my collection, because they are, very, very quickly becoming one of my favorite RPG. Well, they are one of my favorite RPG companies out there today, and they definitely deserve more recognition and more support because they do awesome stuff. Anyway, thank you guys so very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Check out the book if you're interested. Should be available at your local game store or wherever you get your gaming supplies, or you can get it right off the Free League website as well. So yeah, I hope you guys, if any of you picked this up, let me know in the comments below any experiences that you've had playing the Dragonbane role-playing game, or what characters that you've made. I look forward to hearing from you. Anyway, once again, thank you so very much for your time. I appreciate it, and I'll see you on the next one. Until then, take care.